Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Rogue Trader with me, Bring It On. Let's escape the arena and then we'll level up. The Outer Spire Halls. Alright, so we get a second tier archetype ability and a characteristic. Let's grab Force Distraction, mostly because it scales with Fellowship. The Vanguard chooses an ally. All enemies in a 3-cell radius around this ally must make a willpower resistance test with a penalty. On a failed test, the Vanguard becomes a priority target. Regardless of the willpower resistance test results, the chosen ally does not provoke attacks of opportunity from these enemies, and shoot enemies in melee range, and move as if not within range of attacks of opportunity. And weapon skill. Same stuff for Abelard. I'm going to grab Provocation. I don't know if this works with defensive stance, but I hope that it does. The Vanguard forces an enemy in their melee range to immediately attack the Vanguard. All of the Vanguard's allies who are wielding melee weapons and adjacent to the enemy make an attack of opportunity against that enemy. The enemy suffers Fellowship bonus more damage from these attacks of opportunity and has a % penalty to parry and dodge. And weapon skill. Argenta. I don't care for Cautious Approach. Confident Approach would be better early on, but we have such a decent crit chance now, I don't think it's worth using. It guarantees critical hits, but reduces your damage. I think we'll grab Kick. The Archmilitant makes a melee attack with a kick, dealing toughness and strength bonus damage instead of weapon damage. This attack does not count toward the attack limit per turn, and counts as a single melee attack for the purposes of versatility. This attack cannot be parried, or we push the target 2 cells away. So she won't do very much damage with it, but it does push the enemy away and gives her a stack of versatility, which is really what it's for. And agility. Ofar. We'll grab Devastating Attack. The Archmilitant's next attack, if it hits, will cause all the targets to make a toughness resistance test with a penalty. If failed, the targets will suffer a negative effect based on the attack's damage type. Impact damage knocks the target prone for 1 round. Piercing and rending damage inflicts bleeding and slowed on the target until the end of combat. Energy and all other damage inflicts blinded on the target until the end of combat. Power Swords and Power Axes count as both energy and rending, while Power Hammers count as both energy and impact. Attacks that combine several types of damage will benefit from each additional effect. And weapon skill. Heinrichs, we're finally getting Sword of Faith. Really excited about this one. The psychic power costs 50 momentum and can only be used when momentum is 175 or higher. Until the end of combat, the weapon in the Psyker's hand is replaced by a sword made of sheer will. The sword has a single target attack and an area attack, like a 2-handed sword, and can be used to release a cone of fire or a line of fire like a flamer. I'm thinking a Sanctic and Pyromancer Psyker build would be really good. The damage of this sword is the same as that of Purge Soul, with all the same bonuses. If the Psyker used a force weapon, all the bonuses from that force weapon remain. For the purposes of talents and other bonuses, the Sword of Faith counts as a force weapon. This power can be used again, increasing the damage of the sword by the Psyker's resolve. That's what we've been working towards this whole time, so it's a pretty big deal that we have it. And Strength. Alright, and Jai. So I wonder if we get another one of these before we're max level. Because then that one talent gives us the last one guaranteed. So let's grab the trenchline stratagem. And then we have a 50-50 chance of getting one of these two. And it's a free cast when we get it. So trenchline stratagem. The Grand Strategist chooses one of the combat tactics areas. For 1 round, all allies in that area gain % cover efficiency and reroll all failed characteristic tests. Additionally, cover in the area does not suffer any damage. And willpower. Alright, let's roll. Alright, Commander's Gloves. At the end of the turn, the wearer gains stacks of tactical advantage equal to the number of enemies they hit during their turn. That would be really good on Cassia. The Last Flash. Whenever the wearer is the target of an attack of opportunity, the attacker becomes blinded for 1 turn.
Keep your wits about you.
The timing is just perfect. Our guest luster has all but dimmed. New playthings for our delights. I say so.
I always keep my options open.
Try the strange drink. Alright, Abelard, you're up.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
The drink scalds your throat and blossoms into a molten flower once it reaches your stomach. Your vision blurs slightly, and your legs feel unsteady. Envoy of the Poisonous Whisper and Envoy of the Wounded Skies. Let's go this way
Is there money
first.
to be made?
Dark Swiftness. Grants 40% dodge until the end of the next round. The user suffers a -10 penalty to agility, strength, and willpower during the next round.
Let us not dawdle.
And Marajai is just standing here. What plans does the Arabinian have for you? Why is helping you and us?
Rise to the top or get left
No
in
idea.
the dust.
Not sure what the Harlequin's plan is. The bodies are mutilated and covered with countless marks left by blades and whips. I have a really hard time saying Arabinian. Only I'm emphasizing the correct syllable. The elegant red-haired Xenos takes a sip of her wine-like liquid. It gives you an appraising and somewhat surprised look. Then smiles and says to the Xenos standing next to her, "What's this?" "New playthings, no doubt. And here I thought the Reaving Tempest was intending to offer up your paltry cabal for our entertainment." The tattoo-covered drukhari she is addressing, who is absent-mindedly sticking serrated needles into his own gums, scoffs in response. The Poisonous Whisper should learn to live up to their name. Lest the cabal of the Wounded Skies live up to theirs, and make you bleed upon the Dark City, you sharp-tongued pest. I expected something like this. At least we're no longer in the arena. There are far fewer Xenos here capable of opposing us. Marajai turns his head, looking around the room and grinning in fiendish delight. This is one of the satellite towers of the main spire of the Reaving Tempest. What luck! Irameris's... I said that wrong. It's been a little while. Irameris's throat is now that much closer to my claws. But first, I have to deal with my sister's pathetic guests. A bestial growl comes from behind you. Did the jester bring me here to listen to these dung-ridden beasts practice their meager wits? These blathering Xenos are making me angry. I'll kill them. Study the two Xenos. The symbols on their armor are different, indicating that these two belong to two different cabals. If their venomous glares and thin smiles are anything to go by, they're ready to go for each other's throats at any moment. But what is this place? The outer halls of the Spire of the Reaving Tempest. The esteemed cabal invited us to indulge in a small celebration. The Poisonous Whisper came as their desired allies. As for the Wounded Skies, I have no clue why one would invite them. That's enough out of you. This habit of talking to pets is ridiculous. It's time we toyed with him instead. The old plaything is nearly spent. Its pain has grown stale. Words, words, poison words everywhere. Ulfar bares his teeth and his expression darkens. I am so sick of you puny inhumans, who know not of honest battle, steeped in the mire of your own intrigue. You've dragged me into that same mire with you. Is this proud warrior destined to wander your wretched lair forevermore, slaying Xenos for other Xenos' amusement? His voice changes, taking on guttural notes and sounding far from human. There's no sign of jovial rage left, only a grim thirst for blood. Oh, I like this one. I want to cut the tendons in his every limb, watch him burn in the fires of his powerless frenzy. And who is your old plaything? The Xenos casually points at the writhing figure. This knowledge is far beyond you, but I see no harm in humoring a soon-to-be corpse. This one is an exquisite delight, a Farseer. Nothing can compare to their heightened psychic emanations. Most delectable. So they're tied to Cruderrock, I'm sure, and if we didn't gun down Iliot, you'd have something to say here. Farseer. Eremeris had the temerity to bring a Farseer to Camorra, only to feed it to some scum from the Dark City's gutters. Alright, die Xenos, both of you. Ulfar throws back his head and lets out a terrifying howl, filled with longing and the cold promise of a swift yet painful demise. The sound of it leaves no doubt in one's heart that bloodshed is now inevitable.
Come taste my blade!
Hear the light footsteps of Xenos coming from the terrace, and the voices brimming with anticipation. Stop the reinforcements. Bar the entrance.
I will wipe your disgusting presence out of existence.
I'm guessing if we had
challenging me, filth?
more companions here, they would have all run off with Marajai.
I will do my duty.
I can do that, with the right incentive. Am I getting paid for this? I can do that.
I'll have
with the right
Argenta run over
incentive.
here, ideally.
Don't get too cocky. You've got a problem? I've got a prize.
Faith without deeds is worthless. Doubt is for the weak. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. Is lacking.
Oh, that's a good opening turn. 37% chance. Let's do it this way instead.
Don't get too cocky.
Oh, sorry, Ulfar.
Watch it, you rusting, stinking sons of trolls!
Tell me, and it is done.
I will tear your heart out for this.
Seems like an odd choice. A much larger threat right in front of you. I'm gonna take this guy out as soon as possible.
I'll do it.
He should die to burning on his next turn, so let's do something else.
Each strike is a prayer.
Alright, good job, Argenta.
A work for a flesh crafter. I'll make you howl. You are mine now.
You guys in for a world of hurt, I think. And again, maybe not.
Oh, you've unleashed my fury.
Oh yeah? Is that your fury, buddy?
I refuse to bow.
Can't even fit back here.
Let me educate you on the art of pain.
Yeah, keep it up. I didn't die to burning.
Just a minor setback.
And he healed up all the way. Whoopsies.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Actually, let's do this in passing.
Victory is imminent.
Oh, far didn't swing. Wonder if his larger model size prevents that somehow.
I'll tear your heart out for this.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
At your beck and call.
Your suffering will sustain.
Bite like a palm.
I'll show you the
Sorry,
real
Heinrichs is up
pain.
next.
I won't object to it.
Gonna put in some work.
Someone's death wish
should've
is
used that
mine to
instead.
grant.
That's okay.
Get me a target.
I'll make it happen. It's as good as done.
Nothing stands against me. Naturally.
I know we got a better sword.
I need a foothold. Be gone.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
Carnage beckons.
A work for a flesh crafter.
I want to inspect this guy and see why he's attacking other drukhari.
Your misery is my treat.
No reason. I'm assuming they're just part of different
My
cabals.
mastery is unsurpassed.
You'd still think they'd work together to take out my party first, but what do I know?
Am I getting paid for this? Don't get too cocky.
I want to see
I can
Heinrichs
do
in
that
action.
with the right incentive.
I won't object to it.
Oh, we don't get the typical AoE attack. Yes, we do.
Alas, no.
I can't do it at an angle. Interesting. Can do this. I'm gonna one-shot Jai if I do it that way, though.
But of course, I'm done with this one. For the throne.
Oh, this is so
Let's
much
see
fun.
to it. Be gone.
He doesn't even swing it. He just explodes enemies. How absurd. I didn't mean to run all over there.
Oh, your reckoning is due. Let's see to it. Nothing stands against me.
I am a prey taker.
So the flame doesn't apply burning.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
I'll see a way to actually hit them with her.
As the Emperor commands, I...
Yeah, no way to get up there, so we have to just use range attacks, it looks like. But the flamer isn't going to work.
My ears are ringing.
Pretty nasty hit. I think 14 damage is the most we've taken this entire fight.
The fame-hungry come.
You will pay for this in blood.
Oh, will I?
Wolves reign.
You
Oh.
are doomed.
I challenge you, Damget.
You're staring into the eyes of an animal that enjoys killing. No, it does not enjoy it. It just kills, finding no joy or delight in doing so. It kills because that is nature. Oh, an ancient force sword. And a needle pistol. This is only the third force sword we found. The one that Heinrich starts with, and now a second ancient force sword. The Emperor protects Warrior. From beneath the veneer of bloodthirsty indifference, something resembling a living emotion surfaces on the giant's face. You hear words breaking through the wall of bared teeth. For the Allfather. Alfar's bristling, fiery hair lies flat once more, and the imprint of death vanishes from his gaze. The face of a wild beast gives way to a grimace of wariness, grief and shame. Warrior, you honorably dispatched the Emperor's enemies. Ulfar shakes his head morosely. It was not devotion to the Allfather that guided my hand, only the black malice of Wolfen. What kind of grief must it be to have nearly cost you your sanity? It is the breath of the frost that chills the bones. It is lightless malice born of despair. The curse that preys upon them who have seen too many things and hate with too much heart. Too long have I been here. Too long have I served as a tool of unrighteous wretches. A shameful fate for the Allfather's warrior, and shame is what scorches my soul. When I saw that I had once again become their plaything, yet another Xenos had set me upon his foes, I thought it would go on forever. My mind could not accept the indignity of it, so my mind hid like a coward would. Only thirst remained. Blind destruction. No thoughts. No regrets. No purpose. To be a beast, not a human. A sweet temptation for a lone wolf. You have a duty to kill the Emperor's enemies, not whomever you please. And so I will. No one will say that Ulfar was a craven who could not walk the bloody path laid out for him. That a single foe meant to fall at Ulfar's hand escaped their doom because Ulfar wavered. I suggest we go and see why Nocturne of Oblivion has dragged us to this place. Yes. Where's that slippery wretch? Let me have a word with him. So he is on the cusp of becoming a wolfen. May not have done it yet. The slender figure of the Harlequin emerges from the shimmering haze. With the grace of one performing a sorrowful dance, he approaches the dying Eldari nearby. Your dance is now tableau, and I lament. The darkness in the eyes that saw the path. I peer into those tunnels black and bleak. A gleam I seek, the one that points the way, your imprisoned kin in Tempest's cage. The accursed jester, back again. If you start weaving your webs of rotten claptrap again, I'll rip out your useless tongue. Even Ulfar is not much of a chance for Harlequin. They're very strong. The Farseer's voice is weak and tremulous from pain. It is strange that he is still capable of speech. His body has been horrifically maimed. The colors of his garb are familiar. The group of Xenos you met on Yanis were the same. At the top of the spire, they are all there. Help them, Erebenian. And help me. Take me away from here, when it is all over. Soon. Disdain you not with a refusal. Your soul's refrain will I keep safe as well.
I go into the darkness.
Believe me to reality, Farseer, and dreams I'll give into your worthy hands. With a solemn strike, the Harlequin ends his kinsman's torment and carefully takes his spirit stone from his body. When the Xenos turns to you, his hands are already empty. The stone is gone. You dragged me here to save this Farseer, is that it? You listen well, O pathless wanderer. Night music's leitmotif you have discerned, and title virtuoso you have earned. The Harlequin makes an exaggerated show of drawing back an imaginary curtain. The shadows beneath the black eye holes of his horned mask once again form a mocking smile. The grand finale of this gory piece, where perfidy and cunning reign supreme, shall now unfold my merchant vagabond. Point at the dead Eldari. What was he doing here? I presume he was a valuable prisoner. The executioner lost interest, and blithely tossed the toy despised aside. Proclaiming it a gift to empty bellies, he let the rabble tear it into scraps, and tooth and claw they fought to claim a share, with everyone extolling his largesse. But why are you even interested in the fate of this dead Farseer and his fellows? To starve one's fate to shelter from the storm, enlisted me the laugh of jest unending. The soul's not at home amidst dark walls. It yearns to sing, and I hearken long, its elegy by name Oblivion. A credo I'll bestow, where may this song forevermore resound in endless echo. The Harlequin said the words laugh of jest unending, with reverence, as if it were a title or rank. Recall that Harlequin served the laughing god Kegarak. I said it right that time. It seems that Xenos is saying that it is Kekarak's behest that he is attempting to save the Farseers. What do you want from me? Why have you involved me in your plans? Kamara's ancient law was boldly spurned, and two despoiled were Kruderak's remains. The Tempest Mistress, spurred by avarice, forbidden plunder brought to her dark nest. And though the city shrinks from those whose souls and darkness gleam with coruscating flame, the interdict is scorned, the pact ignored. Kamara waits, Kamara tastes its doom. Make of drama farce beyond belief. A pair uncredited assume the stage. A cutthroat Monkai, captive of a thief. A dancer, make-strife poet, guileful knave. With a wary sigh, the Harlequin concludes. When Coda's note falls silent evermore, the last a duty will perform, and then, the first will move, his exodus enact. It is clear that Aramis acted recklessly by taking such valuable prisoners, as she risked starting a war with her Xenos cousins. How is this all connected to my escape? Drive up to where the thieving storm has built, its squalid nest among the darkened sky. The Tempest plunder hoards are buried there, and captives' riches, trophies all within. Amidst this cache, a gate to real space find. Pass through to freedom tempting and so craved. Companions have I brought, and steps revealed. My lines run out, I have no more to give. The stage is yours, my merchant vagabond. Go fetch a vessel swift, and get you gone. I have my own ideas about how this show should end. A role miscast, alas, I do concede. But all the same, your steps you will complete. A solo, no one to mislead. And to the tune of silence, Nocturne will retreat. Harlequin vanishes in a blue shimmer. The horn mask disappears last, its empty eye-hole seeming to stare at you in silent reproach. I'm pretty sure there's no more dialogue I could explore with them. Not that my character would want to anyway. Share words with Xenos is to invite heresy. Especially a Harlequin. It's rated mono knife. This knife has a chance to inflict bleeding.
Keep your wits about you. I always keep my options open.
Alright, it's just that one body on the far side. But we should be able to grab it once we go to the next area. Also, my formation's not correct.
Is there money to be made?
Alright, I'm gonna call it here. Next time we'll head to the terrace, possibly confront Aramis and make our great escape. We'll see. Either way, for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.